The problem is we weren't taught this in school. So all the things we were taught in school, we feel comfortable with. But imagine going through the first 20, 25, 30 years of your life and you've never been told about this thing. When I bring it to you, you hear it on a podcast or a masterclass, being the person who can either get people the funding or get them the information so that they can fish for a lifetime. So that's kind of where we come into play.
This is an episode where Motion and Success meets Darius Benders. Darius Benders is one of those guys. He's made over $1 million in the credit industry. He teaches people exactly how to go out and get funding for their small business. He's also helped over 50 plus people get six figures. I mean, not helped them get six figures. He helped 50 plus people make six figures in their business. So this is one of those episodes that you definitely want to tune into. He's going to be sharing all the game, all the gems, all the knowledge in the credit business and also on digital products too.
My name is Darius Benders, as Cody said. I'm originally from Boston, Mass. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia now for 2 years. We funded over $24 million in the last 18 months. We've helped a lot of people make a lot of money. And the reason I got into this is because this was the thing that changed my life. So essentially, when I teach, when I talk, or even with the services we do, I'm just talking to the old me, the me I needed years ago.
And I ain't gonna lie, bro. One thing I would say is just seeing your growth, bro, is really, really impressive, because I remember when I think when you was doing just about you're probably a few webinars in at that time.
Yeah.
And just to see the growth now, super tapped in, super well known. Your name is almost like a household name at this point. The work that you did in the past 2 years is definitely very impressive, bro.
I appreciate you, brother.
That's real good stuff for sure.
Appreciate you.
So I'm glad to actually have you on the podcast because we're going to learn some stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah. About to give them that sauce.
How'd you know that you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
For sure. A whole lot of losses. You wasn't lying. I believe, we all have, one thing I see amongst successful people or people who are just in similar spaces is we all come from a place of a lot of losses. So I almost feel like it's like a prerequisite, weirdly. But my story was similar. I came home from college. I was a former Division I athlete, so coming from a sports background, all I knew was sports. And I think that first year, I actually learned after that a lot of athletes have a hard time transitioning to real life because your whole life you only knew sports, right? So the first year I tried different jobs. I was trying different side hustles. I realized jobs weren't for me. I had tried front desk at LA Fitness, insurance company, solar. And then my last job was working at the bank as a banker. And that didn't go well. I lasted 6 months.
You never thought about how ironic it is? It's normal to go out and get a car loan, or not only that, it's normal to go out and get a car loan, co-sign.
Facts.
Not only that, it's also normal to go out and get a car loan that's not even in your name.
Facts.
It's also normal to go out and get a mortgage for a house that's it's a one-family house. You're not making any extra income. It's normal to go out and get a store credit card.
They'll allow you to go as an 18-year-old kid, go get a student loan for $40,000 a year. That's $160,000 over 4 years. Go $160,000 in debt. You come out to go to a job that doesn't pay you $160, doesn't even pay you half of that typically. It pays you between $40,000 and $60,000 a year, plus taxes is taking a third, and plus the American dream is painted as go have kids, go get a family, go get a single family house.
Where do they get the bag?
To get that bag, we run what's called a funding sequence. So what that means is, when you're looking to run a funding sequence, you need to know simply what credit bureaus are each lenders pulling from. And a lot of people say, well, how do I find out? I can give y'all some. I'm going to give y'all some. But what you can do is just a hack. For anyone looking to find out what banks pull from which bureau, all you got to do is simply call and ask.